Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Eddie and today we're gonna be talking about the brand new Canon EOS 80D, and I'm gonna explain a little bit on why I chose to go with this model instead of the 70 Mark II. Alright guys, so here we have it. Brand new Canon EOS 80D. Pretty good looking camera. I mean, as far as Canon design goes, they haven't really changed it in a while. But it actually feels pretty good. I always love the ergonomics of Canon. I tried different cameras and I gotta tell you, I mean, I do like some of the features of other cameras, but I just think that Canon makes such a good product and everything works so well. So anyways, it's a pretty good camera. I actually got this camera to replace my Canon 7D. There's a few reasons why I didn't go with the 70 Mark II, mainly when it comes to the video features that this camera has. I do a lot of video work and it's a great companion to my main camera that I use for video, which is the Blackmagic Cinema camera, which I love. And when I was doing work with this camera and using the 7D as a second camera, I didn't really like the image of the 7D that much. Been playing around with the 80D for a few days and I absolutely love the video that this camera provides and the features that this camera has, especially with the dual pixel sensor that it has. Now it is a big step up from the original 7D in regards of almost all the features. I do understand that the 70 Mark II will be a better upgrade, however you get your camera for your needs, and this was actually the camera that I needed. So let's get started with this guy. So let's go around the body. We have the beautiful articulating touchscreen that Canon has for this camera. It's really good. Now mind you, I have not tested the Canon 7D. By some of the reviews that I have seen, it looks like it has improved. Let's go ahead and turn it on. It's actually very precise. When you touch on things, it's very precise. So like, if I wanna click image review of other settings over here, I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's very bright and it's a nice looking screen. I like the way that you could look through pictures. This is me just testing it out. She's pretty cool. You could zoom in and out. So I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, so battery tray down here. It has the brand new battery, the LPE6N, which is supposed to be an extended battery. When I got the camera, I charged the battery to 100%. And I did a bunch of testing on it and it actually lasted like 4 or 5 days without charging it, which was pretty cool. Alright, we got the regular buttons on here: menu, info, quick view, preview, your trash button, and then there's the wheel. So this is the wheel that the 5D Mark II and Mark III has. Coming from the 7D, I do miss the little joystick that they had up here. You can actually lock this up here so it doesn't move anywhere. And then you also have the locking mechanism here. You press on it and then you can move with my 7D, this was really annoying because it does not have the locking feature, and sometimes I will be in an event and being all fast, and sometimes I will switch this by mistake, and then when I previewed the picture, I'm like, what the hell happened? And it was because of that. Lens cover, the mirrors inside. You got your SD card. Now this is a little different from me because my first camera was actually the Canon T2i and it just took the SD card. The 7D takes the CF card, which is way bigger. So now I have a bunch of CF cards that I can't really use with this camera. So I had to buy some extra regular SD to use it. I had like one or two because I had the CF adapter, but still, I would have liked to use my other cards. One thing that I'm upset about this camera is it doesn't have dual SD cards like the 7D Mark II. Another thing is the camera does feel good and sturdy, but compared to the 7D, it doesn't stand a chance. The 7D just feels like a solid piece of machine. I mean, don't get me wrong, this feels amazing. It's just that I'm just used to that bulkiness of the 7D. So around here, there's some features that I really like for video, which is you got a headphone jack now to actually monitor your audio, and you have your mic over here, your mic jack, and they made it diagonally like this so you could flip your screen and it would not interfere with that stuff there at all. You have your remote shutter right here. You have a HDMI output here, and then your USB cable. Screen comes out, goes to the front. Really good for video vlogging and stuff like that. So these are some of the features that the camera has. 45 points all across autofocus system. It has 100% viewfinder. It has the brand new 24 megapixel sensor. It's a crop camera, it's not a full frame. It has the improved dual pixel sensor that helps you with the video shooting, which is pretty cool. I was playing around with this feature and I really like it, especially with the touchscreen. You could just touch a subject and it would just autofocus to it and lock on it, and it's awesome. It has the Wi-Fi. It has NFC, near field communications. I have not tried that. I did use the Wi-Fi with my phone. You could actually control the camera from there. You could view what's going on the you could see what's going on, and you can touch and focus, and you can actually record from the phone itself, and you could take pictures from the phone itself without touching the camera, which is pretty cool if you're in a situation that you don't have a remote shutter and you really need one, such as taking an unexpected long exposure picture and you want to do it with the remote shutter. That will be actually really good. This camera shoots in 60 frames per second at 1080p, which is really cool, especially if you want to get some of that slow motion effect in your videos. It does take the 60 frames per second in MP4 though, not in MOV, as the 30 frame or the 24 frame per second mode on this camera. It has the Digic 6 image processor. I don't know why they didn't went with the Digic 7 or the dual Digic 6. It's still a pretty responsive and pretty fast camera. The focus is amazing. I mean, this camera focuses fast, way faster than the 7D. Again, I have not used the 7D Mark II, so the 7D is the only thing that I can compare this to right now. The high-speed continuous shooting for this camera is 7 frames per second. I understand that the 7D Mark II is 9 or 10, which is only important if you're doing high-speed sports events and stuff like that. It does have the anti-flicker sensor, which is pretty cool, especially for me. So I do a lot of photography and video at nightclubs, and those flashing lights sometimes could be pretty annoying, so that will help a lot. It also has time-lapse movie recording. It has a bunch of filters. I was playing around with the filters. I don't usually like doing filters in camera. I like doing that post-processing. Not that I like to use a lot of filters, but sometimes we use them. It also has an HDR movie mode, which I have not tested yet. So there we have it, guys. Those are just some of the features of this amazing camera. The camera cost $1,199, $1,199, which is not bad for all the stuff that this camera brings. I mean, I was amazed at the price of this camera and all of the features. I actually got it off Amazon. I have a Prime membership, of course, why wouldn't I? And I actually got it pretty fast. Now, I got this deal on Amazon for the same price. They gave me the camera, they added 2 extra batteries and a charger. Actually, this also has the car adapter, which is pretty dope. They gave me a 16 gig SDHC Lexar professional camera. Whoa, this is pretty good. I just got it, so it was weird. Everything ships separately. It says here that it takes 4K video. Oh, that was one thing that I was disappointed. Not in the camera, but a Canon. Canon. Why do I have to spend $6,000 to get 4K in one of your cameras? That's insane. They should have added 4K in this camera. Why they didn't, I have no idea. I'm still happy with it. I just wish I could have 4K. 95 megabytes per second for this SD card. That's not bad. 16 gigs. I could do photos with that. I can't really do much video with it. They also gave me this small bag right here. It's an Amazon Basics bag. That was pretty cool. It has an orange interior, which I think is nice. And I have a big bag. I actually needed to buy a small one, so this was a good deal here. So the cost of this, I was looking it up. This is like 40 bucks. This is also like 40 bucks, and this is like 15. So you get a few free things with it. That was amazing. Now it was weird because you do have the option of just getting the body, or you could bundle up with the free accessory kit, which is all this. There was no difference in price. There was no difference in delivery method. Only that, like I said before, this stuff they all kind of ship separately. Let's go ahead and do some testing with this guy. I'm gonna take some photos and some videos so you guys can see the quality of the camera. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do some shooting and check out this great camera and see what happens. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and test some video. Alright guys, so there we have it. Small review about this camera. I hope I gave you guys enough information to help you make a decision. I do want to review the Blackmagic, so if you guys want me to do reviews on those, click the like button, leave some comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time.